the story, the
Yeah.
journey.
The journey.
Yeah, so 10 years ago, well, a little more than 10 years ago, I was in Texas. We're in Texas now. I was in Texas where I grew up, and I had no money. I had, no job, nothing. But I found out about Silicon Valley and about startups, and I just read about them. And I thought, ooh, that seems like something that I would do. Like, it seems like I've been wanting to do that my whole life. I just didn't know what it was called. So I started researching it, and I wanted to raise money for my own company. So I said, I'm going to teach myself what all the investors know so that I can have those conversations. And when I was teaching myself, I learned that 90% of all venture capital goes to white men in the United States. And they make up only 33%. So how can they make up a third of what they're getting, So then I said, I want to start a fund that invests in people like me, because we need to change this statistic. So it was very difficult. It took me years to get my first investor. But once I got my first investor, I just step by step and day by day, I got another and then another, and I got 100 no's for every one yes. It was really difficult. But now I've invested in more than 200 companies. We have a $30 million venture fund, and then we're raising a $200 million fund. The golden touch.
If you could have one.
You know what it is? It's just working with so many companies. I still do all of my customer service emails. I still do reply to all of my messages. No one else has my password. I only respond to thousands of messages, So I am every day learning and understanding what entrepreneurs are going through. And I am an entrepreneur. So if you have this much information over a 10-year period, you can't help but to be able to give advice. I think it's great, but I also think for an AI company, it's really important that if you call yourself an AI company, that you actually have some proprietary AI instead of it being you're using AI. I think it's great to use AI to embellish your company and make it better.
Yeah.
But don't call yourself an AI company. Just call yourself something else that it does, right? The main thing. Because people think, oh, if I put AI on it, I'll get funding. But people, we're savvy. We understand. Just give us a few days and we'll understand that it's actually not an AI company. And I know some very, very famous investors who, if they think that you're lying about it being AI, that it's your AI, they will call each other. Yeah, to be honest in your pitch. Be honest. Start with maybe a piece of trivia or a piece of something that is going to help someone feel smarter. So I just did the South by pitch competition. I was a judge, and I met with all of the founders before we went on, and I told them they had 3 minutes to pitch.
Yes.
So they had been practicing, but one of them asked me, how do I do a better pitch? And I just said, if you could teach me something, I'm going to be interested, because everybody wants to feel smarter. So if you can teach me something, like you ask a question, did you know, or in the United States, or, in Brazil, there are 40,000, right? So that helps, is just to have that hook to do that, but also just be authentic and real and honest. And I think you should also brag a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it. Don't say something you didn't do, because that's not helping anybody. Don't round up.
Yeah.
But if you've done something, you say it, because if the person doesn't know you, how will they know that? So especially with women, sometimes we diminish our accomplishments. So we'll say, we only have this much revenue. It's like, wait a second. You have revenue. That's incredible. Let's talk about that. How did you get that revenue? It's to go from 0 to 1 is very difficult. So what did you do? So I would say that, and just if you are very committed and dialed in on what you're doing, and you know that what you're doing has to exist, that confidence will come through if you listen for it. Just listen for it. Yeah, you know what helps me is when we think about, okay, I'm critical of myself. I didn't do this. I'm not experienced enough, all of that. That can be pretty maybe true. But what if you think about, instead of yourself, think about the people who don't even have what you have and who are even more shy than you are or less confident than you are, and you want them to win. You know? So when I think about, oh, I don't know if I'm cool enough to be here, it's like, but there's so many people who would want to be in this room, and I'm representing them. I'm going to represent them. If I'm going to be scared to go on stage, there's people who are going to see this video or see this article or hear from someone, their friend, maybe they're in the audience. They needed to hear it. It's not about me. It's not about you. So if you make it not about yourself, you can have confidence faster. You have to be 3 times as good to get us half as far. But it's because that's what society has told us and what it proves to us every single day. So it's actually true. We do have to be better to get in the same rooms. But it's like, what rooms do we really want to be in? I think that's the difference. To me, I'm like, I don't need to be in your cool kids club. I don't need to be in the room with the richest person. I've met them. I don't really care for them. You know? So it's like you're actually already in the cool room. You're already there with your friends, with your coworkers, with your peers. You're already there. It's the best. Like I say that wherever I am is the best party at South by. Like right now, this is the best party at South by.
You're in the best party at South by.
I don't need to go to any VIP. We're here.